I want y'all to take a look at this video.
55 years old, and now I avoid people. Many times throughout my career, I've enjoyed those moments, those times, dealing with people, managing people, working with people. And a lot of my career has been based around working with others. As a lot of you, we often find ourselves excited to get to work on Monday morning, just to chat about our news with some of our coworkers. And so a lot of times our network or people around us at work or otherwise seem to be those people that we get excited to talk to the most. But after years, their priorities start shifting. Things start to change. We start to find compromises in our lifestyle where a lot of times our work and people quite often take up a lot more time. Maybe people that aren't necessarily as meaningful to us as a lot of our personal family. Maybe,
I'm
our young ones.
I'm gonna add on to what that man is saying.
People we really cherish. And yet, sometimes we...
I'm gonna add on to what that man is saying. I find it amazing that he made that video. And I find it amazing that he made that video because he has a car channel. But he deviated from his car channel, and I'll put that link below the video. He deviated from his car channel to take time out to do a video about how he avoids people. Now, when I talk to people that know me, they notice the difference in me. And the difference in me is I used to want a wife. I used to want a relationship. I don't want that no more. I can be transparent and be honest with y'all to say part of what my problem is resentment. You can even say bitter. You can call it what you want. I cannot, I realize that I cannot teach individuals how to be me and actually feel the way I want to feel. But the resentment, it's not pain-based. It's my resentment, it protects me. My resentment helps me say, you ain't fly, you dot fly. You got the world in the palm of your hands. You shitting money. You got a very good life. You got a Rolodex of cars. You got good health. You look good to be an ugly motherfucker. He's 55. I'm 56. But I agree with what he said 100%. And part of my perspective on what I was just trying to tell y'all of what my resentment is, I don't want nobody that used to didn't want no man to now get me at 50, in my 50s. I don't want nobody that used to be part of any type of sisterhood to now say, damn, I'm getting old. Let me settle down and get me. I'd rather deal with a woman at 50 something years old. If I'm gonna get a woman, I'd rather deal with a woman that's a widow, that has shown obedience to the structure of marriage and the structure and understanding of a man. I am not, under no circumstances, gonna deal with a person, never lived with nobody, never was married, got all these kids and was nothing but the single mom that just get there to yell at them all day and think that her way is the only way. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So what I realize now at my age, there's a certain level of happy that I have. And that level of happy that I have, well, I'm happy. So let me rephrase what I meant. There's a certain level of resentment that I have. And like I said, that resentment is saving me. Because once again, I don't want to deal with nobody, like I said, that woke up one day in their life and said, I don't need no man. I don't want no independent ex. I don't want no part of the sisterhood ex. I don't want to deal with them because I used to love. I used to want everybody to excel. I never looked at my success that I have in my life as me being better than anybody, even though my mom told me that I was. I never ever said I'm better than you because that was never me. This is why I don't feel the need to go out and buy a Lambo. I want a Rolls Royce. I'll buy me one next year, but I don't feel that need to slam this level of success down your face. The reason why I am loved. They used to call me that in high school. But I realize now that the times that we live in today, everybody want to be on some first. Everybody want to be fuck people X. Oh yeah, I used to be a people. I used to be a this. I used to do that. Now they want to commit. They want to submit to the right way of life. I don't want those people. I don't want nobody with a residue of oh, I used to be part of the sisterhood, but bump that. I want me a husband. No. Nope. Let me tell y'all something. I've been saying this for years. The right way that everybody's supposed to do things, oh, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. And remember, I said you're either gonna submit to it via just through maturity, or you're gonna submit to it via forfeiture of a way that you was. Now you want to dump that and submit to it. I am seeing too many women that they don't want a husband, they don't want a family, they don't want that. They know in order to get that part-time perspective that they want, they got to submit to the entirety of marriage. And then what happens is when you get with that person, you're going to be dealing with that part-time in them that they want. Now, let me give you an example. These individuals that play games all their life, right? These individuals that play games all their life, and now they want a husband, or even or want a wife. These individuals know that, all right, I want to be able to tell that individual, get the fuck out of here, I want to be by myself, but then I know I want a marriage. So I'll just take the whole part of marriage, and then I'll just invite the little bits and pieces of marriage that I want. Like Friday, I'll be a wife on Friday. And when it's my birthday, I'm gonna say I want that wifey treatment on my birthday. But the normal, everyday activity, you're not gonna get it. I'm not letting no woman tell me what they didn't want before, or show me what they didn't want before. Now all of a sudden that they want it. I'm gonna play this again for y'all. Because this is where I'm at now in my life. I don't want to be around people. Oh, did I mess it up? Oh yeah, I got it. This is where I'm at. I think I messed it up. Oh, I can look at my histories. So I want y'all to, I'm going to play this again for y'all. What Wi-Fi is out here that you're trying to connect to? Listen.
Maybe your spouse. We know those are the people we really cherish. I'm 55 years old, and now I avoid people. Many times throughout my career, I've enjoyed those moments, those times, dealing with people, managing people, working with people. And a lot of my career has been based around working with others. There's a lot of you.
Once again.
We often find ourselves excited to get to work with
Once again.
just to chat about our news with some of our coworkers. And so a lot of
once again, that guy has a car channel, and he felt the need to make a video saying, I'm 55 years old and I avoid people, as I do. I avoid people. I don't want to be around nobody. I am not interested. My 2 dogs, I thank them periodically. I thank them for being in my life. And I tell my dogs, when it's time to go, I'm gonna let y'all go. Don't worry about me. I just want to make sure nothing happens to me before those 2 in the backseat die. I just don't want to make sure nothing happened to me. I don't believe nobody will love my dogs the way I love them. But I'm just not interested. Listen, I think women lost their way. And there's no sense in me trying to act as if you're gonna find it is hideous, absolute hideous to think, to me, at my age, I'm gonna find somebody that my best chance is a widow. But anybody that was single for the longest, anybody that never was married, anybody that's a single mom, never married and a single mom, absolutely fucking no. Hell no. I'm not gonna be nobody. I seen a video yesterday and a woman said, marriage, you're supposed to only get married about 10 years. If she said it, they all think it. But me personally, I avoid people. I love being by myself. I love when I look at my phone and see somebody that we used to be real close text me, and I look at the phone and be like, whatever. You know why? I want everybody to know that I don't give a fuck about nobody anymore. I don't want nobody to think, you know, if I called you one time, especially if I ever called you and you didn't answer the phone, and then you did some ultra dumb shit like, oh, hey man, I'm about to go in this building, but I'm just calling you back before I go in this building. Hey man, don't ever call me again. Don't ever call me. There's no need for you to ever call me. Don't ever call me. Ever. 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 Don't ever call me. And that's how I wanted to be in my life. I wanted to be that way in my life. Because let me tell you something. Love, if somebody have to learn how to love, that's a terrible person to be around. It is. Terrible person. All right. Went and got my $40 tickets. $40 in tickets. So I got a Ruby. And then I never got this ticket before. We'll see what happens. So, like I was saying, you know, I realized that in life, people, you know, life is like a pair of shoes. They call them a pair. So you don't want a Nike on one shoe and on the left foot and a Converse on the right foot. So, you know, ain't that I just made that up, by the way. Life it's like a pair of shoes. You got to pair up with the right person. If you don't pair up with the right person, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense for you to even. It really don't. It don't make no sense for you to even try and get with life. And I just personally, it wasn't nothing wrong with me. It's just that in the black community, everybody wants to pair up with fuck shit. That's all. You know, people want in the black community, everybody got time. They got this thing where, you know, they want to just be free. They want to run around. They want to play games. They want to do whatever. And if you decide you want a wife or you want a husband, you gotta wait until they get that out their system. And then, in addition to wait until they get it out their system, you gotta wait until they disperse. And then, wait a minute, they'll never disperse all the baggage. Then, now all the baggage that they got from living in that lame life, now that's part of them. So, you know, and then when you meet somebody that got a career, they claim an independent. What are you doing? They're claiming independent, and a relationship is like pulling teeth. So you know what? There's a fine line in the middle. So now I'm like, you know what? I get so much pleasure in just fixing up my house, just going outside, cutting my grass. Those are my pleasures in life. The pleasures that I got in life is this little one, that one behind me. When it's time to feed them, what she just did, that howl, she loses her mind when I make their food. That's my happy pleasures. Because honestly, life is like a pair of shoes.